how do we write in a time of existential dread? Tell
Existential
me.
crisis or despair. Um, One of the things, and I gave a whole presentation about this, that I'm actually going to record and put on my Patreon for free, so that it's available to the public, sometime in the next week and a half. So I need to not just like dive into the whole thing. But on a high level summary, the existential crisis or despair, like when you're feeling overwhelmed, what's happening there is that your fight flight response, it's actually fight, flight, freeze, and fawn are the four things that happen when you're activated. When you're faced with a tiger, you want to punch it, you want to run away from it, you want to freeze and hope it doesn't see you, or you want to throw it meat or appease it in some way so that you can then do the running away and get away thing. When we're in a despair state, what happens if you have something you can't fight and you can't run away from, and appeasing it doesn't work, you're stuck in freeze. That's all you got left. And so we shut down and we hide and we seek out comforting media and we seek out anything. And the way you get out of freeze, the way you get out of that despair state, is by taking any small action. If you can take a small action related to the thing that you're afraid of, that's empowering. And it doesn't have to be big action. It can be tiny. Like the homework I gave in the presentation was literally look around your living space, see one thing you can make better. Do that.
Mm.
Like make one, clean up a glass, or put some laundry in the hamper, or hang that picture that's been sitting on the floor and you wanted it on the wall and you finally put it on the wall. Do something tangible and physical to make your world better, because the more times you're able to do that, then you've bought yourself a better place to be. And then the other thing, I'm like skipping in the presentation so much. Because bringing it back to how do we write, like I said, take one small action. Yes, the habit of taking action helps you get out of the freeze place. And one of the things that happens is our work in progress, the important thing that we're supposed to be doing, gets tangled up with all of the fear and all that. And so because we're in an emotionally anxiety activated state, any of our anxieties that we have around our work in progress also get activated because we're already there. And so your imposter syndrome is going to get louder, your self-doubt gets louder, your critical voices get louder, all of those things. And so sometimes it helps if you can do something creative as play, and it could be rewriting, so that you're in a writing space. It can literally be doing embroidery or finger painting or something, but something that lets you let the creative juices flow, because you are taking a tiny action, which helps you get out of freeze. The other thing that really helps with freeze, and this is from the excellent book Burnout by Emily and I've forgotten the other name, but their last name is Nagoski, they're sisters. They talk about, when what happens with burnout is that we're in that activated state constantly. We're fighting tigers and doing urgent things and managing all the stuff and managing and managing and managing. And we're using that adrenaline to keep going past the point where we're depleted. Because we can just keep using adrenaline to keep us going, right? Instead of letting us rest. And they talk about when you're being chased by a tiger, you come back to your village and you tell the story of being chased, like you got away from the tiger. You tell that story, or you fought the tiger and you tell that story. And then you dance together. And this telling of the story and the physical dance, the motion, tells your animal brain, you're safe, you made it back to the village, the tiger's gone. And so you need to find the things that make you feel like I'm safe for the moment, even if the tigers are still out there. I'm in my village right now. Right now I am safe. And so I can let go of being tiger vigilant for a moment. And getting ourselves to come out of that state is when we can re-engage with creative things.